Paul was saying, look, the world is set up, and man is trying to figure out either how to be God or how to get to God. That is the human, some have said we've all been designed with this desire for God inside, this big hole, and we're trying to figure out how to fill it. Some people look for miraculous signs. If you can show me something amazing, Jesus, come walk across my swimming pool, then I'll believe. Others try to figure it out. I can be smart enough and I can figure out how to get to God. Or I'll figure out how to be God. And Paul said, you know what? Here's how you get to God. You do nothing except believe in the fact that a man named Jesus really was God's son. And he died on a cross. And his penalty, he paid the fine for all the screw-ups that Dave Nepper did. And Dave, if you're willing to accept Jesus paying your fine, then I'll save you. I'll adopt you as my kid. You will be part of my family. You will have eternal life. Okay, does that make sense? If I went out and polled 25 people, okay, here's how you get to God. You believe in some guy who died and then said he came back to life, and that if I believe in him and I do nothing other than believe, I'm going to get to go to heaven. But what do you have to do? Do you have to give so much money to the church? No, don't have to. Well, do you have to pray 6 times a day? No. Do you have to make a pilgrimage to Winona Lake, Indiana? That's kind of the headquarters of our fellowship. Nope, don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything. Nope. And this Jesus, oh yeah, he was crucified as a criminal. What? Now wait a minute. This is all based on some criminal who was killed? And I'm supposed to, what? That makes no sense. Yes, you're right. It makes no sense. It's foolishness. It makes no sense. People will look at us and say, it's foolish. Why would you, how? God said, right. Why? Because if I could figure out what to do, or if I was smart enough to figure out how to get to God, then how would I be saved? I'd raise my hand and say, ha, look what I did. God said, it's not about you, Dave. And by the way, there's a lot of people born in this world who aren't as smart as the smartest man in the world. So what? They all have to go to hell? That doesn't seem fair. The preaching of the gospel is foolishness to people who haven't been pricked by God's Spirit to believe it. God calls people to say, look what I have done. And people respond and they are saved. We get eternal life. But it doesn't make sense, right? Because it's God. Paul ends that down around verse 25 that says, all of this happens is so that none of us can boast. It's all God. It's a God thing. It's faith. I believe and God does.